something I need to know, then take my breath and never let it go. If you just let me invade your space, I'll take the pleasure, take it with the pain. And if in the moment I bite my lip, baby, in the
Hi everyone, so today I will be doing a tutorial for you guys using some new products that I received from Milani Cosmetics. I will be using their new, these are like their foiled eyeshadows. They're called Milani Fierce Foil Eyeshadows. And I'm going to give you a quick review. Every time I do a tutorial with their new products, I'll give you a quick review in the tutorial. Although the colors are very beautiful, I believe there's 4 palettes. The colors are very beautiful, must say that. The only problem that I've had with the actual product on my eyelids is that they crease really badly. It looks pretty once it settles down by the lash line, which it instructs you to keep the product towards the lash line. But the thing is, when I do my wing liner, it goes on my wing liner. So I don't know if it's the formula. It's kind of slippery. So I don't know what it is about that. But it's a beautiful color. And I know what they were trying to do. But the formulation is a little... It needs a little work. It needs a little work. That's what it needs. Alright. So in this tutorial, I will be using the shade called Florence, which is mostly neutral shades, okay? And this is how it looks on the inside. And obviously, if I do finger swatches, they're gonna come out really pretty, you know, on my hand. But the palettes do come with like an applicator, but this is not like your traditional sponge tip applicator. It's actually a little like, I guess, heart or triangular shaped like plastic applicator. So it kind of scoops up the product because it's creamy. It's not like those foil eyeshadows from Stila. It's not like that. It's kind of creamy. Oh yeah, more of a creamy consistency rather than like a pressed pigment or pressed foil type of consistency. So it does come with the applicator. It does instruct you to apply it closer to the lash line, and it does tell you on the packaging you might have to reapply it. So it's not going to last all day without you having to reapply it. I tried putting a primer under it. It was slipping. I tried using my lock and seal on it. It was slipping just a lot. It's just when it settles down to the lash line, it looks beautiful. It looks absolutely beautiful, but I didn't want it to go down to my wing liner. But I wanted to tell you guys quickly about the new Fierce Foil Shadows from Milani Cosmetics. I do love the colors. I really do. It's just the formulation needs a little bit more help, you know. Another thing is I found as though that the palette was kind of small, maybe because I was expecting bigger like pan sizes. But yeah, it's not too small, but it's a good size for the price. It is a drugstore product, so you'll be able to find it in like Kmart, Rite Aid, Walgreens, whatever drugstore sells Milani Cosmetics, you'll be able to find it there. So definitely check them out. There are 4 palettes, okay, 4 quads. So there's 2 neutral ones, and these are the 2 neutral ones. I'm gonna open the lid because the light is going to probably blind you guys. So I'm gonna open this one. This one I haven't opened yet. Did I? Oh, I did. Okay. So I'm gonna take out the applicator, which looks like this. I don't know if you guys could see, but it's plastic. All right, like a kind of silicone-y plastic type of material that they used for it. All right, and this is how the 2 look. The one I used, Florence, is much more warmer, so that's the one I used for this tutorial. And this one is called Milan, which is more cooler toned. All right, and they're both neutrals, so they will work on 2 different types of skin tones. The colors are beautiful, like I mentioned. It's just a formulation, okay? Alright, so the other 2 palettes, you get one that is kind of bluey, has some color to it, and then you have one that's kind of purple with lilac and pinks. Alright, the blue one, this one is called Venice, and then the purple one is called Rome. Alright, so they're really beautiful colors. Just the formulation needs some help. Some of them I found a little more softer than other ones. I don't know if it's because of the pigment, but I still ended up with the stuff going down to my lash line, you know, and messing up my wing liner. So I'll have to come up with some type of way to make this stay in place, okay? But one thing that I'm really loving right now is their new matte lipsticks. I'm using Matte Naked, which is one of their new matte lipsticks. It's just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. And this is how it looks. It's on my lips right now. And I did pair it with a lip liner. It doesn't look awful without the lip liner, but I paired it with a lip liner because I like to have that look where you could see where my lips are. I just like that look. People don't like it, I like it. So I use my Jordana lip liner in Cocoa. If you guys didn't know, Jordana and Milani are partner companies, so you know, pretty much the same company. Alright, so I use these two to create this lip right here, and I am loving it, you guys. I think this is my new favorite nude matte lip, and it's affordable, so that is also a great thing. So I wanted to do this quick review on the Fierce Foil eyeshadows for you guys right before the tutorial. If you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to start off by doing my eyebrows in this tutorial, and I'm using one of my very new brow pencils from Jordana Cosmetics. I'm going to start off by outlining the bottom part, and then I'm going to go ahead and line out the top part after I brush it down. This is the new brow pencil that they came out with for this year. It's in the shade Midnight Brown. It's not as warm as the other brown pencil that I use, so it's a little more natural looking instead of it just looking like some brown stuff I put on my eyebrow. Alright, so I lined my brows, and now I'm just going to fill in the parts where I want it to look a bit thicker, and then I'm going to go in with my spoolie brush and just kind of blend this in together by doing small little strokes backwards. And I'm going to go back in and just straighten up the top part of my brow to make it look a little more cleaner, a little more fuller. If these are not the types of brows that you like, you do not have to do them. You do your brows depending on what you like. Alright, so now I'm going to be using some of my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer and Fawn just to clean up my brow to make it look a little bit more, you know, sharper on the bottom part of my brow. And I'm just going to blend it out using a concealer brush. And then the front part of my brow, I'm just going to use a tapping motion to blend out the front because I don't want it to look so sharp in the front. It gives it more of a natural look to it because brows are usually faded. Some brows are usually faded from the front naturally when the hairs grow in. Alright, so I'm going to use whatever product is left on the brow just to clean up the outer part of my brow. And I'm going to go in with some setting product. This is the NYX Control Freak Brow Setting Mascara, you would say. Alright, and then I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in Fawn again. And I'm going to apply some to the inner and outer part of my eye area and some across my transition area, and just blend this out with my same concealer brush. And this will just help, you know, cancel out some of that discoloration. And then now I'm going to prime my eyelids using my LA Girl Pro Primer Stick in Nude. Then I'm going to go in and use my fingers to blend it out. By the way, you guys, long nails are kind of hard to work with when it comes down to blending out primer with your nails, so use a brush. For my first eyeshadow, I will be using this brown shade from my Tawny Tease Duo from Black Opal Cosmetics, and I'm going to apply that to my transition area and outer V area using a round buffing type of blending brush from Sonia Kashuk. Alright, I believe they call this a shadow brush or something. It's like the strangest name for this type of brush, but it's rounded and you can blend out eyeshadow with it. Now I'm going to use this darker kind of plum colored brown shade from the Bordeaux Bliss palette, duo palette from Black Opal, and I'm going to apply this to my crease and also to my outer V using a shadow brush from Sedona Lace. Alright, now I'm going to go back in with that dome buffing brush from Sonia Kashuk. I'm just going to blend out my transition area, and then on the lid I'm applying this shadow from Coastal Scents. It's called Flesh Tone, just to give my next product a base to sit on. And then now I'm going to be using these Fierce Foil eyeshadow quads from Milani Cosmetics. I'm going to use the applicator and apply this close to the lash line like it instructs on the palette, but you guys, you're gonna see that this product creases up throughout the tutorial. It needs help, like I mentioned in the beginning in the review. It's too slippery. It just, I don't know, something about it is just not right. Okay, but it is beautiful on the lid if it would stay in place. But now I'm just gonna do my wing liner using my NYC liquid liner, which you guys can get from a lot of drugstores. And then for mascara, I'm using this new Wet n Wild mascara called Max Volume. And then under the eye, I'm going to apply some of my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in Fawn and just blend that out. Now I'm just going to prime under the eyes using my same LA Girl Pro Primer stick in Nude. And I'm just going to blend it out again using my fingers. Next time I will be using brushes because this is quite annoying with the nails. Then I'm going to go in with the same shade that I used, my first transition shade, Tawny Tease. And I'm just going to apply that underneath the lower lashes with a small detailer brush and just blend that out. And then now I'm just going to use Bordeaux Bliss and a yet smaller brush, and I'm going to apply this closer to the lower lash line just to kind of give it a nice kind of transition look from darker to lighter brown. Then I'm going to go in and line my waterline, and I'm using a new eyeliner pencil also from Milani Cosmetics. This is the new Casual eyeliner, which I really like. It's very soft, very smooth, and very pigmented, so I really like this product. I'm also going to smudge this along the lower lashes just to make my lower lashes appear fuller, and then I'm going to go in with some of that same mascara that I applied to the top and apply this to the bottom lashes. I really like how it makes my bottom lashes look. Since this is an affordable, cheap mascara, it works really well. Alright, now I'm going to apply some Salon Perfect lashes. These are the Glamour lashes. I'm actually going to stack lashes, so these are my first set, and then I'm gonna go in with my Eyelash Wear Co. Mink lashes. These are the Dolly Mix lashes, and I'm just gonna stack those right on top of the Glamour lashes from Salon Perfect. Now onto my face, I'm going to be using my Cover FX foundations, which I got sent a couple of months ago, and I've really been loving it, you guys. I'm going to tell you guys about the foundation in this video instead of me doing a separate video. I really love how natural it looks. I even used this on my birthday, and I got so many compliments of how natural it looks and how non-cakey it is. So in this video, I used the shade N100 and G80, and I actually mixed it this time. I used maybe about 2 drops of G80 and like a half a drop to a full drop of N100, and mixed it to get like a perfect shade, so I did not have to do so much contouring to get the color to look right. And I'm applying this using a flat top buffer brush from Sedona Lace. Now onto my highlighting, I'm using the Cover FX concealer. This is the Blemish Treatment Concealer, which you can use to treat blemishes if you like, but I'm going to be using to highlight. I'm going to be using it to highlight and I'm going to be using the shade Medium Deep. This is the N Medium Deep, okay? And I'm going to highlight under my eyes, my cupid's bow, my chin, and my nose. And then I'm going to be using this small setting brush from Real Techniques just to blend out all of that concealer. I'm gonna speed this up just a bit so I don't spend all day showing you guys how I blend this out. You've seen me do this a lot of times before. I move in very small circular motions, okay, and this will give it more of an airbrushed look. Alright, I am using my Ben 9 Neutral Set powder to set my under eye highlight and concealer areas, and this is a invisible powder. It is a white powder, but it is invisible. It is invisible. It's invisible. You will not see it on your face, and I use a very light amount of this. Alright, and I'm using the same brush that I used to blend out my highlight. And I'm just setting the areas that I tend to get oily and the areas that I highlight. I'm going to use my Cover FX setting powder. This one is in the shade Deep, and I'm going to be using this pointed brush from my Coastal Scents Elite brush set. And I'm just going to set all the darker parts of my face. mainly the main part of my face. That's my complexion, and I got a little interrupted here by this lovebird of mine. Alright, but I must continue on. Now I'm gonna go ahead and contour my face using my Contour Effects kit from City Color Cosmetics and this brush from Hair Makeup Addiction. It's called the Chiseler, and I'm gonna use this to bring the dimension and shape and warmth back to my face that the foundation took out. While watching this, I just realized that I forgot to completely conceal my falsy lash line, but I'll do that later. Well, if I was going anywhere, I would have did it, but totally forgot. So if you guys see it, I see it. Okay. Now I'm going to use this shadow brush, and I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose using the same bronzing shade, the center shade that you guys see the pan. That's the shade that I always use. So I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose and bring the definition back into my nose. And I'm also going to make sure to get some of this under the tip of my nose. And I'm also going to reapply some more of my concealer from Cover FX because I felt as though I kind of blended out my highlight on my nose a little too much. So I'm just going to reapply that and then go back in with my brush just to blend it out once again to make sure it doesn't look, you know, artificial. Even though most of what's on my face is artificial. But anyways, now for blush, I'm using this new Milani blush called Tea Rose. It's a beautiful dusty rose color. It's very, very pretty. So I'm going to apply this to my cheeks using this powder brush from hairmakeupaddiction.com. I really, really love this shade. I don't think I'm going to be using this blush a lot because I like the print on it too much. The rose design is just so beautiful, you guys. Highlighting, I'm using my new Timeless Beauty palette from City Color Cosmetics, and I'm actually using the same chiseler brush, which I cleaned off, to highlight my cheekbones to bring some glow to my face. I'm also going to apply some of this to my Cupid's bow area and the tip of my nose, and this will just give, you know, my face more of a natural look since, you know, the face is not completely flat. Now for lips, I'm lining my lips using this lip liner from Jordana Cosmetics. It's called Cocoa, and I'm just going to fill in my lips and try to get it a bit perfect. And then the top part of my lip, I'm going to overline it just a bit because my top lip is much smaller than my bottom lip. And for lipstick, I'm using this lipstick from, this is the new matte shade from Milani Cosmetics. It's called Matte Naked. I am so obsessed with it, you guys. It's my new favorite nude. I will be using it a lot, so please don't get tired of it. Okay, I just love this combo so much, you guys. So just bear with me. I go back in with my lip liner just to line my lips up again, just to make sure it's blended real nicely. And then I'm gonna go back in with my lipstick and kind of reapply this to the top part of the lip because I want them to appear fuller. That's my goal, okay? Fuller top lip. And that is it for this look, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My favorite part is the foundation. I did love the eye foil until it started to crease and destroyed my eye look, but what can we do? Anyways, this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe and share and comment. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.
Let me invade your space. I'll take the pleasure, take it with a pain.